Hey guys, it's Bonnie back with another video. And so I had something happen to me last night and it made me think that I need to do this video. So today we are going to be talking about how to give yourself the ability to let things just kind of happen. So like say you want to travel or travel is really what I focus on. So say you want to travel and you are working 40 hours a week every single week, like don't have money to take off, don't have, the time to take off because you have to work because you need the money, then it could be really hard if somebody offers you, hey, come stay with me in Washington for a week, hey, come fly out here for a week, hey, I need help with this, could you help me with this? It could be really difficult for you to say yes because you're kind of all booked up. So what I've been finding that's been really helping me is just allowing my schedule to have free time. So as you guys know, I am about to go to Alaska. I will be in Alaska May 13th, so in just over a month I will be there. I'm gonna leave Colorado May 5th, so that's creeping up on me, getting kind of scary at this point. And then after Alaska, I'm going to the Grand Canyon for about a month, and then like beginning or mid-October, I forget exactly when, I'm going to be done at the Grand Canyon, and then I've got this long period of time. I do plan on working at a ski resort next winter, but it's typically around Thanksgiving when the ski resorts open, which means I'm going to have approximately 4 to 6 weeks of time. And I've been really kind of thinking, hey, what am I going to do with that? But like not trying to put anything too in stone, not trying to make too much of an idea. And last night I actually had somebody ask me, a good friend up in Washington, they were like, hey, so I've got some weed plants that I'm working on, within the limit that's allowed in Washington. I've never been there, so I don't really know how their laws work, but she assured me it's within the limit, so whatever. And she asked me if I'd want to come up there and trim with her for a few days because she knows I worked at a dispensary, she knows I'm a good trimmer, and it's just more work than she can handle by herself. It's not something that's going to pay me because it's just like a small family farm, but hey, food and a place to sleep while I'm there, and I'm sure weed while I'm there. So I thought about that and I was like, you know what? I've got about 4 to 6 weeks. That's right the time and I know I'm going to have some time open. Why not go up there and then use the fact that I am in Washington as an excuse to either go up to Canada for a day or two, and then I've also got the chance to do a West Coast road trip. I've never been to the West Coast, so this is like mind-blowingly awesome to me. Like I'm so excited. Like Oregon's been on my bucket list for so long, like the redwoods. I'm not at all worried about the cities in California. I am going to go out of my way to avoid Vegas or not Vegas, the cities in California. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but I'm going to go out of my way to avoid those, but I am super excited to see the rainforest of Oregon and the rivers and the redwoods and the mountains in California. Like this stuff is super exciting to me, and the fact that I had the opportunity, like, oh, you need some help for a few days? Well, I've got a 6-week window of time. Why don't I come help you with your weed and then I'll go, explore some more. And so I think that the most important thing you can do if you truly have a dream is just make it where it's really possible. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the time, if you don't have the mindset, then it can't happen. If I was just in a shitty mood and my friend had asked that to me, I would have been like, ooh, you're not gonna pay me? Like that doesn't seem worth it, or something like that. But if you have the mindset and just find a way to give yourself more freedom of work, be that be a seasonal worker like me and then you'll have 6 weeks off like me, or maybe you want to write a book. I've heard a lot of people talk about how awesome their books go. I am planning on writing a book while I'm in Alaska, so hopefully I'll have more advice on how that goes and how that works after, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. It's definitely a great passive source of income. You could also do a YouTube channel. Mine currently is not productive, or like monetarily productive, but it's something that a lot of people do get there. And I think that if money is a concern, you need to find a way to just reduce how much you're working. That could be anything. That could be be a seasonal worker. That could be find a way that you work for yourself. That could be even just reduce your expenses so you don't need to work as much. But whatever you do, I think that if you truly have some goal in your life, you need to find a way to really allow it to be possible. So if it's money, if it's time, if it's your mindset, I can't really think of many other things that would stop us in our goals than these three things. So just really think about those, really think about what it is that is holding you back from what you truly want to do in life. Also, I guess there's one more thing that could hold you back. This is kind of more specific to travel, and that is making sure you have what you need. So for example, I talk about how I'm gonna just spontaneously go up to Canada while I'm in Washington. That is because I already have a passport. So, you know, there are some things that you might need for these goals in life, and if there are some physical things that you truly need to get what you want in life, then really think about it. Do you really need it? You know, because sometimes I feel like we convince ourselves we need things we don't, and then we end up spending money we don't need to spend. But if it's something you truly need, like if you want to travel the world, yes, you do need a passport. So maybe you want to spend $200 on that passport because, hey, it's going to allow you to travel the world, and not even just today, for the next 10 years. As long as you're over 18. If you're younger, it doesn't last quite as long. But if you're over 18, it's going to last for 10 years. So my advice is, you know, think about what these things are and get them. And then once you have them, now you just have to wait for the opportunity to come up. And the opportunity will come up. I know that seems crazy, but if your friends and your family and everybody out there knows that, hey, you've got time and you've got the money and you're not worried about all that and you just want to travel, trust me, somebody's going to say, hey, do you want to go to China with me? Hey, do you want to go here with me? You know, there are going to be people who are going to ask you to travel. So, or whatever your goal is. So just be prepared. Get as prepared as soon as you can, and it will happen. And that's really all I have for today. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Comment below what it is that you are trying to do and how are you going to allow yourself to get there. I really enjoy reading your comments, hearing what you guys have to say. I'll talk to you guys again soon.